Apparently this English fella had a run-in with Perry and his freaks. Sounds like things got real nasty there. Two of them got to fighting and damn near burned the place to the ground.
I need to get through that canyon to see my sister who's ailing something terrible over at Clementine Falls. Bad Bessie and her gang have been holed up there for weeks now, and there ain't no traffic getting through at all.
Good day to you, stranger. Have you been reading the newspaper recently? The governor has announced another battle royale. It's a little shooting competition we have every year to attract visitors to Brimstone. Not only does it bring decent, law-abiding folks like yourself,
You look like a man with a thirst. You must have stopped by the saloon by now and seen them pretty girls that Hans Kenyon keeps around. Hans used to have a girl there, went by the name of Bessie. Could do things with a whip like you wouldn't believe.
Professor Perry perishes at the hands of a traveling showman. Bounty finally collected on Pig Josh. Fresh off the press, widow's pad saved by Limey.
Looking mighty thirsty there, stranger. What can I get you?
Why, ain't you a handsome one? Why, if I weren't waiting for young Daniel, I'd chase you upstairs and show you a gun trick or two. But Sam made me promise to be here when his brother showed. I'm his welcome home present.
There's this guy I met at the train station who told me that for $5,000 he would sell me a half share in his business. I don't remember just exactly what it was he did.
Sam would be here himself, but he hit his head last night and took a bit of a turn for the worse.
Professor Perry perishes at the hands of a traveling showman. Step aside, hombre. Billy Cougar's walking by. If you want to live long enough to see tomorrow, just be on your way, mister. Bounty finally collected on Step aside, hombre.
Bessie used to work here until she made off with the takings and left Hans over there so scared of whip cracks that he passes out each time the stagecoach rides through town. I've been hearing about you all over town. Talk is that you were the man who beat Bessie. Bessie used to work here until she made...
Bessie beaten by a brave bounty hunter.
Hello, old chap. I really must thank you for getting me out of that spot of bother the other day. I found the scoundrel who locked me up and gave him a lesson in manners that he won't forget for a while. What's next for you, dear boy? Going to chase down more ne'er-do-wells, no doubt. Well, I'm going to get me a room at the saloon and get some rest.
Bessie beaten by a brave bounty hunter.
Had me a sister that gone and died not so long ago. She lived up in Tarnation, though I never could work out why. Too remote for my tastes. Anyway, since I was her next of kin, I had to get me up there and sort out her funeral.
I know you. You're the fellow that took out old Bad Bessie and her gang. I got to give you my most gracious thanks. Now I can make it up to Clementine Falls to see my ailing sister.
Huh? Oh, howdy, stranger. Well, I was supposed to be delivering a load of turnips up to Tarnation this morning. But I got word from the general store that all deliveries to Tarnation had been canceled indefinitely.
Howdy, stranger. Hear you been getting some good use out of that shooting iron of yours. Have you heard about our battle royale? It's a small competition the governor throws to bring folks to Brimstone to find out who's the fastest draw in the territory. Howdy, stranger.
Seems the undertaker there weren't nothing more than a grave-robbing murderer who'd bury people alive and steal their belongings once they'd expired.
You looking for work, stranger? I have a friend who's hiring hard-working folk. She owns a small cattle ranch just a ways up yonder. She's had trouble finding help recently.
I've been seeing you around quite a bit, stranger. You look like the type that hangs around a saloon. You watch yourself in there. I hear Sam doesn't take kindly to people throwing their weight around in his saloon.
What's the world coming to? Things were never like that in my day. And just to think I buried my sister up there not 6 weeks ago.
My word, stranger. You are getting to be quite a familiar face in these parts. Why, I stopped by the sheriff's office just the other day and caught the governor talking of your exploits. Seems he stopped by to see Sheriff Bartlett, and they got to talking about a mysterious gunslinger that was cleaning up the territory.
Sheriff Bartlett says we're safer than ever.
I don't want no trouble, mister. My uncle doesn't like it when other men talk to me. Tell me something. Is life always this hard, or is it just when you're a kid? I don't want no trouble, mister.
The bounty hunter. The whole town is talking about your exploits. You've even managed to attract the attention of the governor. He has asked me to pass on his regards to you, and thanks you for making the territory a safer place for good, honest people. But this town doesn't like new faces, especially ones with a taste for killing like you have. So I would like to offer you some advice. Do not stick around. Pack up your mule and ride far away from here, because the way I figure, there's really not too much of a future in this town for you. The bounty hunter.
Why, you're making me thirsty just looking at you. What'll it be?